We're here to celebrate this $1.5 million state appropriation to SEMCOG that we received this year to upgrade our drinking water.
Today we're celebrating the early detection system that we're going to have put in at 13 drinking water plants along 80 miles of the Lake Huron to Lake Erie corridor, which goes from Port Huron all the way down to the city of Monroe. These plants provide clean water to over almost half of the state's population.
With the original equipment, as they stated earlier, there was about a 15-minute delay. The new setup that we're testing out here now, it is going to be once every minute.
So today we welcomed many elected officials, representatives from the state of Michigan and SEMCOG, and we were the recipient of a grant for water intake monitoring system, which is state-of-the-art.
So New Baltimore couldn't be happier, because as this monitoring system is perfected here in Marysville, we're hoping that by spring of 2026, New Baltimore will be online with the same system and the same monitoring techniques that are being used upstream. So my hat's off to SEMCOG, to the state and federal leaders who have helped fund this program.
I have the privilege of representing the entire United States shoreline of Lake St. Clair, and that's a source that over 4.5 million people get their drinking water from. And so we need to make sure that that water, when it comes into the plant, is safe. This is a really important system that will make sure that the water is tested, that the drinking water that comes out of your tap at home is safe when it gets there, and I'm proud to just play a small part in working with all of our local officials to get this done.
The investment that is being made here today by the state of Michigan through SEMCOG, which is helping all of the communities along the St. Clair River into Lake St. Clair and all the way down the Detroit River, is for water quality monitoring devices. These are such critical components, really, of clean drinking water, of our infrastructure, because what will happen is this equipment is very high tech, and yet it's in real time. So they're able to get the information in a minute, 1 minute, if there's any kind of contaminant that's coming down the St. Clair River here. And keep in mind that all of the petrochemical plants that are across the river here on the Canadian side, our good Canadian friends, but this is the largest concentration of petrochemical plants, almost one of the largest in the entire world, quite frankly. And so if you have a chemical spill in the St. Clair River where the water is running 6-7 knots, I mean, that water is rushing through here. It travels very, very quickly. So this new equipment is just really a fantastic day to be able to celebrate this, because it will give all of the residents who obviously depend on like we're at the Marysville plant right now, but there's going to be plants all the way from Port Huron, goes all the way down to the city of Monroe. So think about that length. Millions and millions and millions of people who rely on the right information to get fresh, clean drinking water. So it's just a great investment and such an important thing for our future.